Yo, what's up guys, it's me again, back in with another video. Today we're going to be talking about something different, as I said I was going to do this, so why don't we do it now? So, Crash Bandicoot, a franchise that was dead and reborn with the Insane Trilogy. Now, the Insane Trilogy was a great comeback for the character, breathed new life into the franchise, but also trying to tug back at our nostalgia strings. So, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy comes out, great success, huge success. Then we also got Crash Bandicoot Nitro Fueled, that was also great. So now, which leaves us wondering, what's next for the future of the franchise? Before we could even come up with reasonable conclusions, they came back with Crash Bandicoot 4, which looks to be a very promising adventure. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about what could we see for the future of Crash, and more specifically, could we still see more remakes being made? Now before you begin, this is just my opinion. I don't necessarily know what's happening in Toys for Bob for me to know what they're going to be planning to do. So I'm just making this video, kind of speculating a little bit. So, back to the video. Now, if we was to see more remakes, what remakes could we see? There's only a handful of Crash Bandicoot games that are worthy enough for a remake, like Crash of the Titans, Crash Band of the Mutants. I don't really think those games need a remake, probably just a remastered version on PS5, Xbox Series X, all that good stuff. Apart from that, what other games could we see? I mean, we could see a remake of Crash Bash and they actually make the game fun. I mean, it wasn't fun for me, but it could have been fun for you, but it wasn't fun for me. But that's not the remakes I'm planning to talk about. I could see them potentially remaking 2 Crash Bandicoot games, which, if we're looking at Crash Bandicoot's catalogue, isn't really much a surprise. I see them remaking Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex and Crash Twinsanity. And if I'm being honest, I think Crash Twinsanity deserves a remake more. Now yes, Crash Bandicoot Rise of Cortex did come first technically, but Crash Twinsanity is the one that just has the more ideas, the more unique ideas that actually work in a Crash Bandicoot game. Wrath of Cortex was just kind of threw everything and a war to see what stuck, and almost nothing stuck. But with Crash Twinsanity, there was a lot of promise that was in that game. The only problem was the game was rushed. So there were voice clips missing, there were sound effects missing, most things were just missing. That's why the game feels kind of bare bones in terms of cutscene and kind of gameplay as well. But the thing is, Crash Twinsanity is just has such a unique premise and unique level design. Everything was going for it to be a great Crash Bandicoot game. The level design is different to the traditional Crash Bandicoot games, where instead of them being linear, just kind of segments, there was a lot more open environment without the game feeling too open. Crash Twinsanity was the first time you could really freely explore Twinsanity Island. Plus, everything just seems kind of unique with the whole different gameplay styles. Crash Wrath of Cortex just kind of felt like they threw everything together and hoped it would have worked, which it didn't. Crash Twinsanity really feels like the more kind of grounded Crash Bandicoot game, while also feeling unique in many different ways. And I really think it wasn't served justice enough. That's why I think a remake of this game could work really well, especially with today's current technology. It could work really well with Crash 4's controls, assuming Crash 4 controls well. That's just me. Look, I know Crash 4 is going to be a great game. I know it's going to be a good game. Not a perfect game, because no game is perfect, but it's going to be a great game, a fun experience. The controls look really solid, level design looks great, all the level environments look amazing, the graphics look beautiful for a PS4 game, and hopefully they can remaster this game for the PS5. I don't know if they're going to do that. I don't even know if this game is going to be out on Switch, probably, because Switch sells. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Let me know if you want to see Crash Twinsanity remade. And yeah, that's the end of the video. I had a lot more points that I was gonna say, but I kind of recorded this video again, so that's why I didn't go through them, because the last video kind of got corrupted, so I had to record all the audio again. That's why I didn't go into everything. Okay, goodbye.
Wow.